Okay, thank you everybody for tuning in this evening for our team training session. Lovely to see you all. So we're going to cover tonight is the brand new promotion that's just launched for this month, which is incredible. I know we launched it last year. I can't remember what month it was, and we had hundreds and hundreds of district managers that actually got into qualification and completed in that month. So I'm just going to go through the detail, and then obviously for the people who can't make the call tonight, we've got a recording, so we can give it to them as well. We've obviously got fab news for in our team. Obviously, Kerry Robinson's our newest district manager, and it'd be really amazing by the end of the month if we could have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more district managers that are going to be joining her as well. So, just for an overview for newer people, I'm just going to run through the management levels and obviously the percentages that you earn at each level, and just sort of explain why you want to be a district manager and the benefits of being a district manager over being a consultant, so that you really, really want it, so you can really see value in doing this. As we know, as you go through the levels in business, then the percentage that you earn increases. So as an independent consultant, we've obviously got, this is slightly out of date now because it's now 6% that you get on your immediate success line. And I'll explain that in a little bit more detail in a couple of slides. As you then become district manager, it increased to 8%, but you get way more perks that we're going to talk about in a second. And as you go up the levels, area manager obviously goes to 14%, regional vice president, it goes to 17%, and then national vice president, it goes to 18%. The numbers above the columns are just the maintenance levels that you have to achieve for each of those months. But we're not going to concentrate on that too much tonight. I want to talk about just the differences of being an independent consultant and district manager, and also how we're going to do it, how we're going to get to where we need to be by the end of the month. And we'll have that open session afterwards, because I really want to get as much activity going as possible, which is going to help everybody to get as much exposure as possible, that's going to help everybody get as much QV as possible. So this is a very crude drawing that I've just done with my daughter's pens, but just so you can get an idea of this. So as a consultant, that's you in the middle as an IC here. And as you know, your clients, you get 35% commission off them, and your PCs, you get 15% commission. They always stay with you. But obviously where the beauty of this business is when you start to build your team. So these little prongs that are coming off here are obviously the consultants that you're going to sponsor into the business. So in this example, you've sponsored 4 consultants direct to you, which is fantastic. And as an independent consultant, you will earn 6% off of each and every single one of them, but only them. If you've got them, if them consultants are going off and recruiting people into your business, all of those ICs that are coming into your business, all these ones in red here that are coming into your business, you do not earn a penny on those ICs, okay? Which really limits your ability to leverage your time, and actually you're not then really seeing the benefit of how network marketing works. Even yourself as a consultant, you don't get paid a commission on the products that you purchase for yourself. So you probably find that your commission check's going to be around, between £0 and £200 is sort of an average that most consultants are going to be getting. They are leaving a lot of money on the table, potential money on the table. What happens as soon as you become a district manager is exactly the same situation. You obviously still earn 35% on your clients and then 15% on your PCs. But on those 4 ICs that you personally sponsor, you earn 8% override. So you get 8% paid back to you off of what each and every one of those generate. Plus you get 8% off of everything that you personally order. So you get paid your override on the things that you personally order, which you don't do as an independent consultant. But more importantly, you start to get paid on all of those ICs that are building within your business. So if the ICs that you've directly sponsored into your business, so those 4 ICs are still ICs and they haven't promoted to district manager, each and every single, and this is the example, you know, they've all sponsored these this amount of ICs, each and every single one of these, you're going to earn 8%. While they're still in your district, this is all your district, because it's all your ICs, then you're going to earn 8% off of each and every one of them. It doesn't matter how far down they are. I think I got confused early on when I thought about generations of people and just assumed that this was already my 2nd and 3rd generation. But until they promote out as their own district, they sit within your business in your central district. So you get to earn percentage, and 8% on an IC that's not been sponsored by you, that's going to be 3 or 4 ICs away from you. Does that make sense? Give me a thumbs up if that makes sense to everybody. So that is what makes it really exciting, the jump from consultant to district manager. And for that, as you've obviously generating all this, you know, significantly more QV within your network, you're obviously benefiting from that. So as a district manager, the lowest I ever got paid was £165. The most I ever got paid was about £850 before I became an area manager. So it's a significant difference, but you've got much, much bigger scope as well. So that is the reason why you want to be a district manager and why you don't want to be a consultant. Okay? So that's what we need to make all sure that everybody in our teams is aware of that, because absolutely everybody that's in the business at the moment could become a district manager within this month. You know, the criteria of it, usually, I'll just refresh everybody if they don't know, to become a district manager, usually your options are you either do 6,000 QV over a 2-month period and you do 1,000 PQV in your start month. That actually gets you into qualification. You can do that over 1 or 2 months, or if you want to stretch it over 3 months, then you get 7,500 QV over 3 months. It can be then quite tiring and a bit more challenging to do it over a longer period of time. But the amazing thing of this is that you've got the opportunity to just do it all in 1 month. So you can have a mega month of activity. And then for August, you're going to be paid as a district manager. You know, you don't have to wait if you were going to do it a traditional way and go into qualification in July and stay in qualification for August, complete in September, you're not going to get paid as a district manager until October. Whereas this way, you're going to get paid in August as a district manager. And that's really what we want to be seeing. So the July promotion is really, really straightforward. It's achieving 3,500 QV in your success line, and 1,000 of that must be PQV. So your own sales or your sales from your PT or clients obviously go through directly to you. And then you'll automatically qualify as a district manager. I had a question earlier on about this, which was if you're already in qualification for a district manager, then and you would effectively need less than 3,500 in this month, then it would just be that we would go with the ordinary way of completing. So, for instance, you only needed 2,700 this month, and you've been doing it for 3 months. Then we would go with that, and you still would then become a district manager. So it's either or this way, or if you're already in qual and your numbers mean that you don't even need 3,500, then we just go with whatever numbers that you need. And again, when I was talking with Mia last night, I was just breaking that QV down, because when we're new, 3,500 QV sounds like it's a really big number, but it really isn't when you start to break it down. If you think that, you know, the ASVPs range between 275 and 400, so say they're 350 as an average. For this example, that's literally just 10 ASVPs between you and your entire team. That's if you have a team. Obviously, if you don't have a team, then it's 10 sales for you of ASVPs. Broken down further into a weekly sum, it's 875 QV. And on a daily basis, that's 115 QV. As we know, 115 QV is like 65 quid, something like that. If you start then thinking about a process where you're on a daily basis having smaller sales coming in, you're going to be able to build that QV up steadily over the week. And that is the key, is to start strong on the first, which is today, and actually get really active so that we're not trying to kill ourselves in the last week of the month trying to generate 3,500 QV. You know, we've got now 30 days that we can do this, and it's just having that targeted approach with our current customers, with our new customers, and actually sharing this promotion with people. People could sign up for sure this month and become a district manager. That's the reality of it. That's exactly what happened last year. So really, we just need to be much more consistent with our activity. Again, make sure that we're scheduling in everything that we need to do. I'm hopeless at this, and gladly admit it. I'm now working on a diary where we're going to work 3 months ahead. So we've got all of the events in for this month, which is great. However, I would like to have that for 3 months. So if somebody can't make something this month, then of course we can obviously invite them for the following month. But this month we've got loads of opportunity and loads of exposures that we can start sharing with all of our team and new prospects. We've got the DA that's obviously this Wednesday. We've got Leadership Academy. Again, people aren't probably going to be able to come to that, but we're going to be able to share what we're doing about that. We've got the Spa Day. We've got makeup workshop next Tuesday. We've got a couple of other makeup workshops. Can't remember the time, but they're in the list of activity. There's tons of stuff that we can get people to already, and that doesn't include all the stuff where we're going to be doing our one-to-ones with people in the week. So make sure you're scheduling that time on a daily basis, even if it is just those pockets of time. When I did tomorrow night, I've done a success story with Martin McKenzie, and I've pre-recorded it because I'm going to be in Wales. So we're going to do that at 8 o'clock in the Hello Future page. And I was talking to him, and he's like literally works 60 hours a week in his clinic. He's got a cosmetic surgery clinic, like non-invasive surgery clinic. And he said, I just fit Arbonne in the pockets of time. He's an executive regional vice president about to go nation. And he still just says, some days I only have 20 minutes for it. Some days I only have an hour. Some days I can schedule more time. But the key is that every day I'm making Arbonne one of my top 3 priorities, you know. So where that fits with you, you know, your family, your work, Arbonne, wherever it scales, wherever it fits, it needs to be fitting in your top 3, for you to have it as for you to be constantly aware of the fact that you want to be working on your Arbonne business. And I loved what he said. He said, at the end of the day, when I'm brushing my teeth, and I look in the mirror, and it's like, have I done everything that I could have done for my Arbonne business today? And looked himself in the eye while he's brushing his teeth. And if he looks at himself and thinks, oh no, I could have definitely done a bit more, he then just the next night makes sure that when he looks himself in the mirror, that he knows that he's done everything that he could have done in the pockets of time that he has had. So yes, just be really consistent with our activity. And whatever that looks like for you, Michelle's done an amazing tracker. She's done 2. They're available on the This Is What We See page. One's really, really straightforward. One which I love, which I use, is a bit more detailed. This is the more detailed one, and it just keeps me on track to what I'm doing on a daily basis. So I just, of course I don't ever tick everything in that day, but it just makes me aware of what I am doing and what I'm not doing. So make sure, if there's loads of trackers, you know, if that doesn't resonate with you, just create your own tracker, what you're prepared to commit to on a daily basis. And then goals within Arbonne. This is a slide that I've taken out of my old presentation. We're talking about the building blocks of success, but it's so, so important. We focus so much on what our maintenance levels are and expect them to be a goal. And I did this for years, you know, as a district manager. I'm like, I need to get 2,500 as a district manager. that is not what I need to get. That is the bare bones minimum of what I should be achieving as a district manager. That's the maintenance, the basement level of what I need to be getting. So we really need to be thinking at the beginning of the month of getting maintenance done and dusted by mid-month. And that's exactly what the Roger Bannister Award's there for. You know, to everything that you're going to be doing then within the second month is going towards all those qualifications, compensations, and your bonuses. Because we don't want to just be leaving money left on the table. Arbonne are literally saying to you, right, here you go, I'm going to give you 125 quid or 250 quid as an extra bonus just for bringing new business builders into your business and hitting those higher targets. So we want to be striving for those and having that objective in our minds at the beginning of the month. So for me, my focus, again, if you're not a district manager or yet, doesn't matter. But if you start thinking, this is what all the...
No, I just was listening a video. I was listening a video.
Gina's sexy voice there. Let me just mute her. Oh, she's gone. Yeah, so where did we get to? Yeah, every single regional executive or regional executive national vice president that I speak to always says this is focus on your district manager bonus first. Focus on those direct new sign-ups and 5,000 QV in your central district, and you will have a flourishing, vibrant business. So that's what and the same with Danny Wells. I was talking to her when we were at the Ritz, and she said, that's all that I get everybody to do now is just focus on this, and everything else will come from that. And I've said all of that, yeah. So focus on that Roger Bannister Award. This is just where we hit now maintenance by the middle of the month. So everything thereafter is going to be promotions and bonuses. And then literally the 5 top tips that come up time and time again. Every time that we go to a training or anything, it's not like we hear rocket science or some sort of like crazy insightful thing. The reality is to do this business well requires consistent hard work that you're applying and you're creating time for, and that you believe that you can do it in. My 100%, I completely agree with the time obviously has to be scheduled, and you have to just know, even if it's not scheduled, if you can't be that detailed, just knowing that you're going to have a daily focus on it. But mindset, and what I really think for the mindset is the most important thing. For years, I really struggled with this. So I genuinely just didn't think, I stayed as a district manager for ages because I just didn't think that I could become anything more than that for a long time. I didn't realise that, because in the words I was saying, I was like, yeah, I'm definitely going to be a national vice president. But it took me a long time to realise that I obviously had stuff to work on. So that's why it's so important to be working on your mindset every day, reading positive things, reading things about our industry that are only going to reinforce you in a positive way. I liked the analogy that somebody used on, I can't remember who it was. I think it was Chris and Carol Isles. Yeah, they said about what you really needed was was to think about your business as like 3 pillars, and that's what holding up a really strong business, whether it's a table, whatever, or like a big column or something, is held up by 3 pillars. And that those 3 pillars are the products, your mindset, and the business. And you have to have a really strong belief about all 3 of those, because if there's any sort of chips in those columns, any 3 of those, then your business is going to become unstable. It's not going to be growing correctly. So needing to ensure that, thinking about how you feel about the business, if there's any sort of weird feelings in your gut about it, then actually address them and try and work out what that is that it's saying, the things that are holding you back. I'll give you an example quickly. Like before we got bought by Groupe Rocher and we were owned by an investment company, that didn't sit well with me, and it certainly didn't sit well with my husband. So my chink in the business was like this uncertainty of what our future holds. That chink has been massively filled and reinforced since being purchased by Groupe Rocher and seeing their phenomenal vision that they've got for the business. So now I don't have that. But if you just, really look at it, If you're not where you want to be in your business, look at how you feel about yourself and the business, how you feel about the products, and how you feel about the business itself. And anything that doesn't feel right, then address it and work out what that is and work on it. Work on it, because you can 100% change that feeling or the way that you feel about the business as well. Activity obviously needs to be in tons of activity, and you need to be duplicating exactly what you're doing on a consistent basis. So if you're brand new, obviously this is a great way to start thinking. Is obviously just our normal normal cash bonus that we have for independent consultants. Get them to do this alongside, obviously, what they're doing if they're going to be going for district. Again, it's just going to be an additional £60 that they're going to earn, but they're going to earn 6% on everything that they're generating this month over the 500 PQV that's in their normal pot. So any consultants in your business, get them to be thinking about this straight away, and it then just helps them to understand as they build through the different levels of management within the business of what is required of them. And again, just view district manager as a stepping stone. This is a stepping stone to your future. And once you've been in the business for as long as I have, and you start to really see how incredible this business is and what opportunity it has for you, then you will realise that you don't want to be hanging around here long. Yes, it's great. It's great compared to being a consultant, but I promise you, so use it as a stepping stone, get to area manager and start to see a significant increase in your pay and what you're potentially going to be earning in the future, and just keep going through those management levels. So that is it in a nutshell. I wanted to open it up before, and I know I've only got a few minutes, 4 minutes left, but to any questions, any ideas on how if they're going to do it, if they want to go for it today, from today, anything that they need to support.
No one.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, well, that was brilliant. I really like that, Rebecca. That's a really good way of showing it. And I just think, to be honest, I only saw the promotions in the last hour.
Yeah.
And I think with these promotions, with the Ultra promotion particularly, all of this put together gives us such a fantastic opportunity. I can't see any reason why we can't, really go for it with this now.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know what's the Ultra one? I've missed that completely. What's the Ultra promotion?
yeah, absolutely amazing.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen it. Did it come out today?
Have you not seen it?
No.
The Genius Ultra promotion?
No.
Oh my God. Right. So every RE9 set you buy, free Genius Ultra and bag.
What? Just a normal RE9 set?
Yep.
At 100.
Have you not seen the new products? Have you seen the new products that have come out?
No. Today? I've had my daughter all day. So
yeah, so
I've not been
there are new products. It only came out at what time? 5 o'clock. I got it.
No, I haven't even been near a computer.
Okay, so we've got new products, and then with the 300 QV purchase, you get the free finishing spray. And then it says here, Power Trip, discover a new level of results when you pair your favorite skincare with a powerful tool. Purchase an RE9 advanced set and get the Genius Ultra and on-the-go bag free.
Wow.
That is amazing.
Oh, I love it. Okay.
Amazing.
So put those all together.
Yeah.
So basically, you look at, you said, selling 10 RE9 sets is going to get you to district manager, basically.
Yeah.
Well, 10 of those with free Ultra is going to become a lot easier.
Oh my God, yeah. Yeah.
So yeah,
cool.
Brilliant.
And what's the new products, did you say?
Yeah, there's new products. There's a new, hold on a minute. There's a iced lemon snack bar, protein bar. Yeah, iced lemon. And then there is an off the grid kit, which is a glow kit, glow highlight, and in a little bag, and a duo, and then a new hand wash and hand lotion
set, like a on
Yeah.
the face. Oh no.
Yeah. So yeah, the email came out about 5 o'clock. So you should see
Okay,
it. You should be able to get it now.
Yeah, amazing. Oh, I'll get some pickies up then. That's fantastic. Yeah. So, oh my God, if they're going to make it, they can't make it any easier.
Exactly. I know. Amazing. So I think this is. I know. Hannah couldn't come on the call tonight. I think she's on. She couldn't get on the call because I know she's really keen on this.
See. But yeah, 100%. So let's just get high activity happening again. I know we had a really good, good month, couple of months last month. Sorry, not June, were we? And in May, obviously, we were killing it, and everything was high activity. It'd be great to do that again. So even if you just simply, I'm just running out of time. If you're simply selling a primer or a mascara or whatever it is, tell us about it, because we want to say well done. It's really fantastic. The more products that are out there, the closer that you are going to get to becoming a district manager. So celebrate those small purchases, because they 100% count. All those little bits are going to build up. So as soon as I sell anything, I'm going to put it in there, and I want you guys to do this.
I don't know where this paper is gone. Okay, thank you.
All right, my darling. Very excited about this. Can't wait to speak to you all in the chat.
Okay.
And I'm going to be in Wales,
Okay.
so hopefully I'll get a signal there.
Have a great time.
Will do. Have fun and
Bye.
enjoy this new promotion.
Yeah. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Bye.
Thank you, Novares.